service come before you, Master.
Yes, Lord.
Thank you, God, for once again to be able to stand, Lord. Father, we ask the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart will be acceptable in your sight, Master. We ask for your strength, Master. Father, we ask you, Father, to keep us. In Jesus' name we ask. Amen.
Amen.
If I did not know God, I would be in turmoil. And if the world don't begin to seek God, the world is on its way for a destructive end.
Yes, sir.
And I keep telling the Bible class students that the reason that God has left his word on record for us is so that we know the end time.
All right.
God, you remember I'm always talking about Paul said, I would not have you ignorant, brothers.
Yes, sir.
In other words, he said, now it's been put on record what's happening and what's going to happen go on. And so if you don't spend your time studying the word, really you'd be all confused and wondering what's going on.
All right, sir.
I want to look for just a little bit at Psalms 46, and we want to read two verses. Psalm 46, reading two verses. And I just want to look at that for a little bit, and then we're gonna move on. I'm sometimes I know we set dry, but I just want to talk. Are we there? Yeah. When you get there, would you please stand? If you're able, mothers, we understand. When you get there, we're going to read that, and we're going to look into this a little bit, and then we're going to quit. Are you there?
Amen.
It says, God
is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore will not we fear, though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea.
Amen.
and God, and I'm reading out of NIV, is our refuge and strength, even in the present help of trouble.
Amen.
Is that good news?
That's good news.
Well, let me first say now, we know what refuge is, right?
Right.
That's not just a house. You know, that's when you say refuge. Most of the time, when people go in a refuge, they're in trouble.
Amen.
And you go in trouble when you're in a refuge. Matter of fact, when it's like, you remember when the last tornado we had, right? We went over and everybody started buying storm houses, right?
Yes.
That's a refuge.
Amen.
Yeah, that you have to know because and what you don't need a storm house unless you're in a storm, right?
All right.
Now if you're in a storm, you need a storm house.
Yes. Yes.
And because it says God is our refuge. And so that lets me know a little bit that I'm going to be in some storms of life.
All right.
Yeah, that lets me know that there's going to be some storms in my life. And God said, the word says, now God is our refuge. Now, I don't know if you've been looking on television. I know some of us have been looking on television and see all this devastation.
Yes.
How the tornadoes and how 135, we drive, I get nervous now. I used to drive about 100 miles now. I get nervous now if I get over 65. I get nervous. But you think we ain't running about 135 miles an hour? Picking cars and semi-trucks over, turn them over. Now, it's time, church. Now, I don't know about you, but more and more I'm finding it's time for us to be looking for our refuge.
All right.
And the only place we got any place to hide is in Jesus. It says it here now. He says that God is our refuge. Now, maybe you don't need it, and I keep telling you, maybe you don't need a refuge. That's good, that maybe you don't need a storm house. That could be good. But I need a storm house. I need some place to run. Matter of fact, not only that, I need a secure place to run. I just don't want to, you know, if you about my three little pig story, right? Y'all remember that, right? Just my three little pig story. How no, but if you take it back to the Bible, it said now the man that built his house on sinking sand. Yeah, when the storm came. Now let me tell you something. Now, if you're not in a storm, hold on. If you're in a storm, hold on. If you're on your way out of a storm, hold on. Amen? Because what's going to happen, if you're not there, you're going to be there. If you're there, you're going to come out. Now let me say, how you know I'm going to come out? Because it says now, God is our refuge. And we just figured out a refuge is a place you go when what? Safety. And you need safety when the time is hard, right? When time gets rough, when time gets tough, you need a refuge. Yeah, you don't need a refuge when everything's going well. You need a refuge when everything's going tough. And then you can't understand the situation you're in. I need a refuge. Yeah. God is our refuge. Yeah, and then it didn't leave it there. He says now, and then somebody says that he's and our strength. Now, you know, strength. Now that means that he's my refuge, and he's my strength. You know, now if I figured right, and if I look at the picture I just painted about the refuge, that's just a place, right? Help me out, somebody. Refuge is a place, right? Now, I can see my refuge. Yeah, I can have a storm shelter in my yard, in my backyard. But if I can't get there, it ain't gonna do me no
good. Amen.
No good. So we got a refuge, but if we don't use our refuge, it ain't no good. Now what you can do now, you can use your strength to uplift Jesus, or you can use your strength to uplift the devil. But and some of make it possible for us, for the refuge. God has made it possible for us to have a refuge. He's given us strength if we want the strength. And the psalmist said now, in the present time of trouble.
Yes, sir.
Let's move down there a little bit. Now, it says now, 2 says there, got a few, 2 says there now, therefore, reading out the NIV once again, therefore we will not fear. Let me see, can I help myself a little bit? I don't know all the candidates. I know a few of the candidates that's in running. I will not fear on all this crazy stuff they talk. Let me get a little bit closer. Yeah. All the crazy stuff everybody around me talking.
All right.
I don't have to get out there on the television.
All right.
Now, y'all know what? Sometimes people just don't like the way you look. I tell you. They don't like the shoes you wear. They, you know, excuse me. Let me tell y'all a secret. Everybody around you don't like you.
That's right.
Everybody laughing at you ain't laughing with you.
All right.
I just want to be real this morning. I'm not going to be long. You know, so they you know, so don't think every time somebody look at you, they could be laughing at your shoes.
All right.
Or they could be laughing at the way you talk.
All right.
But God said, now, I'm your refuge, and I'm somebody you can trust.
All right.
Listen, David, remember, that's what I kind of based it on. David, Psalm 31 and 30. He said, now, David strengthened himself in God. Now, David, and that's what we have to find our strength in. That's what we have, all the stuff around us. It's good to be around us, but I got to keep my eye. You do know we're in the S curve, right? We're in the S curve, right?
Yeah.
Everybody said the S curve?
Amen.
But I know it's an S curve. But if you look through the S curve, look through the S curve at the hill.
All right.
Now let me tell you what the psalmist said now. The psalmist says, I'm in the valley looking to the hills which cometh mine. Yeah. Then do you need the help?
Amen.
If you don't need no help, I guess you're in good. But if I'm in the S curve, looking to the hills, which comes my help. And what I'm trying to get us to realize is that we got to keep God in the center of our life. If we put somebody else in the center of our life, we're going to be messed up. Because what God said, I'm your help. But when you really put your mind on, I'm your help, I'm your need. When you need, I'm need. Yeah. When you want, I'm your want. But when you need help, I'm your help. He said, refuge, right? Refuge, right? You need refuge? You need a place to stay? You need a place. Y'all hear me say it all the time. He's my water when I'm thirsty.
All right.
Let me see if I put this little story in. Everybody looking sad at me. Let me feel. Now, there was this young, y'all probably heard it before, but I won't say it again because I need to hear it again.
All right.
Y'all probably don't remember it anyway. But this young man he was in the desert. And got lost, got lost, and didn't know where to go. And so as he's going through, he saw a little shack sitting on the hill, and he said, well, if I can make it there, maybe at least I can be out in the sun. Little shack there, got to the shack, and he noticed there's a pump in the middle of the shack, and there's a jug of water sitting by the pump. The jug says, climb the pump. Thirsty, and not all. He took about half the jug and poured it in the pump, and he kept pumping it, and nothing happened. Then he took the rest of it, and he said, well, if I drink this water, but he looked at it, and I'm going to make a point on it, but he took to say, well, I'm too far to turn around now, I'm going to pour other water, I'll pour the rest of it in the pump. And as he poured the last drop in, I got 2 points on that. As he poured the last drop in, and finally the pump water began to gush out. He filled the jug back up. He looked on the other side of the jug and said, maybe able to fill the jug up so you can help the one that's coming behind you. The point is that now, but when we had to put all our trust, let me say that again, y'all help me out here. We put all our trust in who? In God. Yeah, we put all our trust. We can't put half our trust in God. We got to put all our trust in God. When we put all our trust in God, God can do some things in our life because we put all our trust in Him. And when we put all our trust in Him, we know because He just said in here, He's our what? Refuge. He's our refuge. And we just figured out refuge is what? Safety. When I got refuge, I'm in a safe place. And God just tells us He's our refuge. And not only that, how good God is, He's not only our safe place, He's our strength when we're weak. Maybe you don't need no strength. Let me tell you why I need some strength. First thing, I need some strength because that Lord done blessed me to spend 21 years dealing with teenagers. I need some strength.
Amen.
And another thing, I need some strength because Lord has blessed me to be able to get this. Well, I hadn't got out yet, but get this far, and they had to put handcuffs on me. Yeah, I need some strength. But I don't know, like maybe, and what I need some strength, Lord, that I need. Matter of fact, let me tell you something. I need some strength to get up out of bed this morning. I don't know about you, but every morning I get up out of bed, it ain't that I want to go to work. It ain't that I want to go to work. It's because God has put in my mind and said, you need to go to work. I need some strength for that. Oh yeah. Matter of fact, we need a little more strength. I need a little strength here in the morning. Yeah, I need a little strength to get up here and stand and try to tell myself, y'all don't need to hear it, that I need to keep God first. That I need to put my dependence on God. I can't depend on people. I love people, but I can't depend on them. Because what happened is, they'll give away. But when you need people, people bag up. You know. Let me show you this why I say this. You remember I said? You remember? When they arrested him in the garden, with his disciples, and Peter said, I'm gonna be with you. What did Peter do? Not how many times? 3 times. And not let then they said the third time he started using some words. You right? And yeah, he used some words. that you shouldn't use
All right.
in church. Matter of fact, the deacons, preacher,
All right.
church member, Peter was using some words he shouldn't use. I don't know the blank blank. I done told you a few times that I don't know the blank blank, so you need to get out of my blank blank so I can take you off my blank blank business. Y'all don't use the words. I know y'all don't. Don't put no 4-letter words in what I put in the blank in, right? Y'all don't use them. I know that the word y'all forgive you, and y'all the one y'all I forgive you. I love, that's the one y'all use, right? I love you.
All right.
Yeah, I love how you know. That's the 4-letter y'all use. I'm gonna get out of here, but I'm gonna tiptoe through this. But what I'm trying to tell you is, I need to depend on God.
All right.
And what he says is, God, if I put my strength in, when things start rolling, I look out and I say, when times start happening and trouble start coming up, and I'm wondering where am I at?
All right.
I had to go back to the Word.
Amen.
I had to go back to the Word because God, you told me, Lord. You told me, Lord, that you're my strength.
All right.
Yeah, you told me that if I needed something, he said, now, what he said now, he says, he said not only in Psalms 37, he said, now, I'll give you the desires of your heart.
All right.
We worked on it a little bit in the Bible. You know why God can give us the desires of our heart? Because what I've done, I took my guidance from him.
All right.
And when God comes in me, he guides me, so what I want is going to be in his will. That's why he can give me the desires of my heart, because what I'm going to desire, I'm going to desire the best for whatever I've got.
All right.
And the best, God says, I've got the best for you because I'm your refuge when you need strength.
All right.
Not only that, I'm going to be your helper when you need it.
You all right?
When you're strength now, but look at this now. I want to get to this second verse, then I want to move. But it says now, the mountains, now, the mountains may fall into the heart of the sea. Anybody got that NIV? I can get back there. Said the mountains may fall in the heart of the sea, though the waters roar and foam, and the mountains quake with their surging, and their rivers, streams may flow in the city of God. Now, I don't want to get to that one. I want to leave that one out. I want to go back up to verse 3, because what I want you to take, it said the mountains may fall. Now, a few years ago, we had a little earthquake here, right?
All right.
And I really didn't know what was going on, but when I got to school, everybody told me, look, y'all remember that little shaking. And then it really didn't know what was going on, but then when they told me, I got scared. You know, but I probably don't remember that. About 2 years ago, we had a little small, and then they finally come on television and said we had a little quake or aftershock around. But then I got scared because, what if it had been a big? Let me get on up out of here. Now, because I want to step through some things here on this one. Not Ephesians, but Hebrews 6. Let's see when we get there. Since you don't believe it. Hebrews 6. Let's see what it says. Hebrews 6 and 18. Anybody there?
Amen.
I'm going to get somebody to read that for me. While somebody gets volunteering, that's now. Psalm tells us that, and this is God talking. Psalm tells us that He's our refuge, He's our home. Some tell us He's our strength when we need strength. And then if we look at Hebrews, when we get to Hebrews, that we've got somebody we can depend on. Hebrews 6 and 18 is what I'm trying to get to. And I'm going to get somebody to read that for me, then we're going to get ready to get out of here. Because what happens is, our God is telling us what's happening. God is telling us that the world, now what you believe in our era, that people be talking about which bathroom we'd be using? I'm gonna ask this again. Do you believe that? This area, that you would be, now when we was coming up, they was all bathrooms all outside anyway, so it really didn't make any difference which bathroom you use. We all use. But do you believe, what you believe? Now just being a teenager, I'm thinking about that. Just being a teenager, think back to your teenage years now. High school, about that, I guess. Wouldn't you love? Don't. Now think about this now. Hey, now see that they would open. Now, I ain't gonna try to get too deep. But what? Same bathroom? No, I'm just saying now. Look at it from a teenager point right now. Now, just think about it. Same bathroom? And door closed? I'm just asking now. Would that be something? Yeah, you got about 10 minutes. But God, and what Paul is saying, I don't want you ignorant about what's going on. Paul said, when this stuff started happening, I want you to know that it's not shocking God. Yeah, I want you to know that God is telling us, and that's what I keep trying to tell myself here. I need to study the word because God is showing us when all this stuff started happening. God is saying, I put it in the word. I told you that people and I don't want to hear the gospel. That they don't want to do things that seem that really, when you look at it, it seems just like common sense. When you look at it, from a standpoint, and you look, it just seems like common sense. If you got enough trouble going on, well, why are you going to get into? Why are you going to make more confusion? Why are you going to make more things, more hassle? Let me tell you why. Satan saying, "Hey, that's good." I spend that time, and let me step back a little bit. Now, why would you set up an argo and take up confusion? Say now, if I get them to do that, they won't have time to lift me up. So say if I get them to do that, they don't have time to talk about Jesus. They got enough time fighting and fussing. So they got to spend their time fighting and fussing. So when they're fighting and fussing, they ain't got time to talk about Jesus. They ain't got time to talk about their refuge. They ain't got time to talk about their strength they got in God because they fussing and fighting. And they got a bunch of confusion going on, so they ain't got time to uplift me. They ain't got time to tell the world that I live. They ain't got time. They spending more time confused. They spending more time talking. They are lifted. Say that again, I might not get that right. They spending more time talking than lifted. You know what he says now? If I be lifted up. What he said now? Is that in the word? If I be lifted up, I'll draw. He didn't say us. What he said, he telling us to lift him up. Tell the world that I believe Jesus. Tell the world that Jesus is alive. And he said, if I be lifted up, and he's talking about Jesus. He said, now, if you lift my name, I'll draw. Because he said, we're the light of the world. Now, if you're in the dark, where are you going? Are you going back in the dark? Now, if you're in the dark, trying to get out of the dark, you're going toward the light. Oh, say that again now. You going where? Toward the light. Yeah, you're going toward the light. Because and what Jesus is, he's light to the one who's trying to get out of darkness. And what he's saying is, lift me up. Spend your time telling people about me. Spend your time lifting me. Spend your time loving me. Because if you love me, and how people gonna know that you love me? Let me help myself in there. You know how they gonna know I love Jesus? They gonna know I love Jesus because I love you. That's how they gonna know I love Jesus. They don't know I love Jesus because I treat you right. That's how they gonna know I love Jesus. Yeah. Are anybody there yet?
Amen.
See, we get a little bit of that, and then we're gonna. Let me tell you that's why he said we got a God that we depend on.
Amen.
We got a God that cannot, and he wouldn't if he could. Oh yeah, if he said it, it's good. Now you can take it to the bank,
Yes, sir.
or you can't.
Yes, sir.
But if he said it, it's good.
Yes, sir.
What he said there now?
That by two immutable things.
Now immutable. Anybody tell you what immutable means? Let me tell you what immutable means. Immutable means unchangeable.
Changing.
Yeah, is unchangeable. By two mutable things. And what it is now, God's nature cannot be changed. Right. Yeah, you remember if the Bible, he said, now when Moses had a conversation with God, Moses asked God, said, God, who am I going to tell him that sent me? He said, you tell him I am that I am. Sent you. Now God's nature cannot be changed. All right. He's before the beginning. He'll be after the beginning. So see, God has always existed. And what we got to do is we got to keep God in mind. They said unmutable son down.
In which it was impossible for God to lie.
But now, impossible means what? Cannot. He said now, it's impossible for God to lie. Yeah, and God is telling us in his word. So now, let me tell you what's going to go on in the world. Man is going to be lovers of themselves. Amen. Yeah, let me tell you that. Now, it's in the word. He said, man, he's going to love himself more than love God. He said, man, they're going to turn the natural away from the natural. In other words, man is going to lay with man. He said that God is telling us this. Is that like God is making that in the last days? Yeah, in the last days. We're in the last days.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he said, and if you look at it, God said, if I'm leaving a record so you can see it. I'm showing you what's going to happen in the last days. Now, if you want to, as old folks say, you can stick your head in the sand if you want to. Yeah. But let me tell you this, if you stick your head in the sand, like the ostrich, what's showing? Now, I'm just asking the question, now what's showing? Now, I'm just asking. I'm not going to try to answer that question, but I just want to know what's showing. And God is saying, now, I'm telling you what's happening. Time is winding up. The world is trying to get comfortable, trying to be itself. The world is trying to lift itself. And God said, no. That ain't going to happen. I'm God. And I'm God all by myself. I'm getting ready to quit. But listen to me. We're winding up. And the church needs to be on fire, telling people Jesus is my Lord. The church needs to be on fire, telling them Jesus is my Lord.
Yes.
Jesus is my King. Yes. Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I know I got Jesus. Yes. And I know because he just told me. He said, I'm your refuge. Yes. I'm your hiding place when you need to hide someplace. Yes. I'm your bed when you need to lay down. When time gets rough, I'm your refuge. Yeah. Whatever you need, if you need to hide, I'm a place you can hide at. That's what he said now, right? He said, I'm your refuge. And he said that not only I'm your refuge in the presence of trouble. Let know it's going to be some trouble. Yeah, it's going to be some trouble. Because if he didn't, he would have told me that. He wouldn't have told me that he was my refuge in present time of trouble. And then when I get my refuge, when I get there.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, when I get there. Yeah, when I get there, he said, I'm your strength. Oh yeah. Ain't that a good God? Man, ain't that a good God? Yeah, I got a house for you. But when you get there, I'm not going to only just let you get there. I'm going to be your strength when you get there. So God, it's impossible for God to lie.
Amen.
Now you can go ahead on, you can do it your way if you want to. My job is just to tell you, I'm just a Medicare. Yeah, when you run up your bills and all your credit cards come in due, I'm just delivering the mail. I'm just telling you, I'm not responsible for paying your bills. You're responsible for paying your own bills. I'm just the mail carrier. I'm just trying to tell you, God is God. God has got he had the first word, he's got the last word. Now he's God, all by himself. Now you do what you want to do. Act like you want to act, that ain't my job. My job is just to tell you. My job is just to tell you, love your brother. My job is just to tell you how to and you study for yourself.
Amen.
It's in the word. It said it's impossible for God to lie. Yeah, he said, now, if you're in me, they gonna know you love me because you love your brother. They gonna know you want to be my child because you love your brother. That's how they gonna know. Time winding up, church. I quit.
Yes, sir.
It's winding up.
Yes, sir.
And I don't know about you, but when I walk in, I only God say, oh, come on in, sir. Come on in. You done went through a whole bunch of hell down there. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in and step around. Oh, yeah, you know the story. I got shoes. All of God's children got shoes. I got a robe. All of God's children got a robe. I got a crown. I got a crown. All of God's children got a crown. You know, I'm glad about it. I'm glad I got a ring. I'm glad I got a hiding place. Maybe you don't need a hiding place. But I'm glad I got a hiding place. I'm glad when times get rough, things strange. I'm glad that I got a God that tells me here that I got you. I got you back. He said, I'm more than 1,000 against you. All you need to do is to put your dependence on me. Yes, I'll make it.
Yes, sir.
The enemy your footstool. Yeah, I'll do it.
Yes, sir.
I quit.
Have mercy.
I quit.
Have mercy, Lord.
But listen, God says, there's gonna come a day.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he said they all, Ira Taylor's terminology. He said they're acting the fool now. Yeah, they're acting the fool now. They going around like they got the whole, like they under control. But listen to me. He said, when I get back, when I get on my horse, and I tell Gabriel, Gabriel, blow your horn. I'm on my way back from a church. Blow Gabriel. Blow, let him know I'm on my way back from a church. My church without spot or wrinkle. Let him know I'm on my way. And he said, every knee shall bow. Every tongue shall confess. It is Jesus, Lord of Lords, King of Kings. He's coming back. He's coming back. Oh yeah, he's coming back. Yeah, they can act like they want to act. I just want you to let them know he's coming back. Yeah, he's coming back. For the church. It's getting ready, church. It's just getting ready time. You're just getting ready. Yeah, yes, it's a dressing room. Put on what you're dressing. I quit.